Today we bring that mission to life by honoring a patient, his family, and those actions made survival possible. On March 29, 2025, Mr. Corey Weaver and his family were leaving Texas Roadhouse after dinner. As he entered the parking lot, Mr. Weaver suddenly fell unconscious between cars. Responding to calls for help and the report of a man in cardiac arrest, Texas Roadhouse manager Rebecca Pennington and assistant manager Stephanie Poole acted quickly to retrieve a company-owned automatic external defibrillator AED and come to the aid of Mr. Weaver. They found Mr. Weaver unconscious, not breathing, and pulseless, immediately initiating CPR and ensuring 911 was called. The AED was applied and ongoing effective CPR underway. A shock was delivered from the AED. The heroic actions of Ms. Pennington and Ms. Poole were the first linkages in the chain of survival that would result in a life saved and a father, fiance, and son returning home to his family. If it were not for the quick action, courage, training in a moment that mattered most, Mr. Weaver may not have had the miraculous outcome that he did. We would like to introduce Mr. Corey Weaver, who was the patient who fell into cardiac arrest on March 29th. It is an absolutely our pleasure to host him as he has the opportunity to meet those who were critical links in his chain of survival. Thank you for joining us. Your presence here today will be the core memory for many of those you will meet and be a lasting reminder of the good that can result from our dedication to our craft and high standards. I would now like Mr. Weaver to join Chief Michael Robinson, Director of Fire and EMS, to present the Texas Roadhouse managers, Ms. Pennington and Ms. Poole, with the department's civilian citation. Would Rebecca please step forward? And Stephanie, thank you.
Okay, as Chief Zaney stated, this is truly a momentous occasion. Many of us in the audience have been doing this for a number of years, and in the last probably 10 years, we've really brought the chain of survival together. Here in Carroll County, we have a very active automatic defibrillator program. Our first responders, which include our fire and EMS personnel, but equally important are our law enforcement partners, and the fact that we had people trained here at the Texas Roadhouse really brings everything full cycle. And Mr. Weaver was very fortunate that he stopped here at a restaurant in Carroll County, because in Carroll County, as you see today, the chain of survival is self-evident. So without further ado, we have a citation to present to Rebecca Pennington and Stephanie Poole, and the citations say the same. I'm going to as a matter of the importance of this event, read what the citations say. Carroll County Department of Fire and EMS civilian citation is presented to Rebecca Pennington and Stephanie Poole of the Texas Roadhouse of Westminster, Maryland, for efforts in the saving of a life in the course of an emergency, therein embodying the core values of the Department of Fire and EMS, and thereby deserving of commendation. For immediate bystander intervention, life-saving implementation of CPR and a nearby AED, and critical activation of 911 that directly contributed to the survival of a cardiac arrest victim on March the 29th, 2025. While working at the Westminster, Texas Roadhouse, employees Rebecca Pennington and Stephanie Poole immediately came to the aid of a patron who had collapsed in the parking lot. Without hesitation, they initiated CPR and retrieved the restaurant's AED. A shock was delivered promptly and 911 was contacted. Their swift and composed actions established an essential chain of survival prior to the arrival of emergency responders. Carroll County Sheriff Sergeant Bustos arrived and assumed compressions under physically constrained conditions. Then, assisted by Westminster police officers Ede and Ray, Moments later, Department of Fire and EMS personnel on Medic 38, Engine 31 out of Westminster, our EMS ALS chase car EMS 101, and our shift commander Ops 101 arrived and initiated advanced life support care. With proficient and effective interventions in place, return of spontaneous circulation was achieved, and the patient was transported to the LifeBridge Carroll Hospital Emergency Department with a viable pulse. The patient would later be discharged from the hospital. The actions of Rebecca and Stephanie were instrumental to the survival of this fiancé, brother, and father of 3 children. They exemplify the profound impact that civilian responders can have during a life-threatening emergency. Their performance reflects great credit upon themselves, their organization, and the broader community. The service and contributions of Ms. Stephanie Poole are exemplary and representative of the best values of citizens of Carroll County. They are deserving of recognition by the Department of Fire and EMS of Carroll County. So on this 21st day of May 2025, I first call upon Rebecca Pennington. So Rebecca, if you will come forward and separate the awards. We're good. So Rebecca, turn around for the photo.
Corey in there. Yeah, there we go.
I'm not going to repeat that dissertation a second time, but the next employee, I'm going to make a note. The next employee is Stephanie Poole, BSN RN. And I'll let you know that the Carroll County staff has applications for employment over here, in case you're interested. So, Stephanie, if you'll step forward.
Thank you to everybody. I don't remember much of what happened, but I just want to say this. All I can say is thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you. All whoever helped, just thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I'll make a quick comment on behalf of Commissioner Gordon, is politicians don't always get the positive credit that they deserve. But those of you that are Carroll County residents, if you look back just about 4 short years ago, we had a very factionalized emergency services delivery in Carroll County. And today, what do we have? We have 16 ALS units staffed around the clock, 24/7. We have the highest echelon of ALS care. We just began carrying whole blood this past week. We have integration with our law enforcement partners, certainly with our 911 center. And behind the scene, I have a lot of good bosses that make sure I'm leading in the right direction. So putting all that together, you all can be justifiably proud of how we do things in Carroll County. So again, we want to recognize our true heroes and our chain of survival here today. And now I'll turn it back over to Chief Zadie.
So, again, thank you for joining us, for the standards your organization that supports employees like these managers have made a tangible and an amazing contribution to our community. Once again, to the Carroll County 911 Center, for the communications staff there, if it's not for them taking that call and directing the EMS crews and providing pre-arrival instructions, we're kind of lost here at Fire and EMS, so thank you to them. Following Mrs. Pennington and Mrs. Poole initiation of CPR and first shock with the AED, Carroll County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Carl.
Mr. Weaver, it is an absolute pleasure to meet you. I'm glad you're doing well, and this is what this is all about. You know, we talk about what we've done over the last couple years with Fire EMS, and you know, you're a shining example of what we can do as a community together. You know, partnering with individuals, with corporations, the hospital, and this is what Carroll County does best: is we take care of people, whether it's people that live here, people passing through, but just people. And I just can't tell you how happy I am to see you today, and I'm glad you're doing well. And thank you to everybody for all the hard work and looking out for you. Thank you so much, sir.
As this event closes our event, we continue in the EMS Week 2025.